Hi Year 3, welcome to your literacy video for Thursday the 4th of June. So you will need today your pack that says week commencing the 1st of June and make sure you've got your literacy. So today we're going to be learning about adverbs. Now adverbs are words that describe verbs. Now we did verbs yesterday, and if you remember, a verb is a word, it's an action word. If you can do it, it's a verb. So adverbs describe action words. So let's have a little look at this sentence. So we've got Tom jumped excitedly up and down on the trampoline. So if we find the verb, the action word in that sentence, a bit of action going on. Oh, that's jumped. So there's my verb. An adverb, which is another word class, another type of word, describes the verb. So have a look there, we've got the word excitedly in red. It tells me how Tom jumped up and down. He was excited when he did it. So that is my adverb. We have another look at this one. She carefully picked up a book from the shelf. So the verb there is picked. That's the doing word. So there's my verb. So my adverb should tell me how she picked up that book. And if we have a look, she carefully picked it up. Now if you have a look at these two words, they've got something in common. Have a little think, what is it that they've got in common? If you said they both end in ly, you would be right. So quite a lot of adverbs actually end in the letters ly. So some of you might have an activity like this. Now not all adverbs end in ly, but quite a lot do. Because adverbs describe how, when, where, why the action is taking place, why that verb is happening, okay? So if we have a look at these, you might have an activity with lots of words like this, and you need to find the ly adverbs. Now we know adverbs describe the verb. So, I've got quickly there, and I know it ends in ly. Okay? Now, will it describe a verb? I could run quickly down the road. So, yeah, that is an adverb. So you would circle it on your sheet. Now, beautiful. It doesn't end in ly, and actually beautiful is a describing word, it's an adjective, so I know that's not an adverb. Loudly. So it ends in an ly, and it could tell me how someone screamed. They screamed loudly, or shouted loudly, or sang loudly, okay? So it describes a verb. We've got slowly there. Yep, it ends in an ly. Could it describe a verb, an action word? You could walk slowly down the road. We know walk is a verb. Now I've got table. Now we did nouns, we know that's a person, a place or a thing. So that's not an adverb. Softly. Now that ends in an ly, and you might stroke a dog softly, and stroke is a verb. So that must be an adverb because that tells me how I stroked the dog. Now remember, adverbs can tell us not just how, but when, where or why the action is taking place. Now today, some of you might also be looking at when the action took place. And you'll have some adverbs that don't end in ly, okay? But they can tell us the time it took place, okay? Because that can give us some more information. So you could have sentences that look like this, where you've got 3 words that will fit in your missing gaps. So let's read the sentence carefully first. Something, I went fishing with my brother. Now I need an adverb for time there to tell me when I did the verb here, went fishing, because that's the doing word. So adverbs tell me more information about the doing word. They describe them. So, tonight I went fishing with my brother. No. Today I went fishing with my brother. That could work. But actually I think yesterday I went fishing with my brother works better. So my neatest handwriting, and I know it's at the start of the sentence. I'm going to write yesterday. My board there. Making sure it's very neat, and I've got my comma there. Yesterday yesterday I went fishing with my brother. It tells me when the verb took place. It describes the verb. So there's my adverb yesterday. So I've used that one, so I'm just going to cross it off. We are going stargazing something. Right, so I've got we are going stargazing tonight or stargazing today. Now my verb is the gazing. You're looking at those stars. Now have a think, when do stars come out? And if you think it's night time, we need to use tonight because stars don't come out in the day. And I've got my full stop there, so I've used tonight. So that must mean then, my last sentence, I finished reading my favourite book. The only adverb I have left is today. Does it fit? I finished reading my favourite book today. It does because it tells me when I did the verb. So I was reading, that's my doing word, and I finished reading that book today. Okay, so another activity you could have on your sheet would be using adverbs in your writing. So I've given you some adverbs and I want you to use them in sentences. Now remember, adverbs describe the verbs. We've got to have a verb in. So I've got the word loudly here. That's an adverb. So I've got to think, what could be done loudly? What action could be done? Ooh. Now a dog could bark. So barking is a verb because that's a doing word. So I could say, my dog, I'm going to start with a capital letter. My dog barked. There's my verb, my doing word. That's what he was doing, the action. Loudly, there's my adverb to tell me how he barked. And I think I can make my sentence a bit better than that, a bit bigger, a bit longer and extend it. My dog barked loudly in the garden. I can tell you where he was. So I'm going to put a full stop at the end of my sentence and just check it. My dog barked. There's my verb, so I've got the doing word. And you're adding the adverb today to describe the doing word, the verb. So I've got my adverb loudly because it tells me how the dog barked. Okay, so we've got the same chilies again. So if we get our packs, we've got our mild chili sheet today. So if you're a Mr. Griffin set, you might want to have a go at this, where you've got to tick all the ly adverbs in the word bank. Then you've got some sentences where you need to circle the adverb in each one. So have a think, it describes the verb, and you've got lots of ly adverbs there. And then write me some sentences using the adverbs that we've just done. If you're in mine and Miss Charlesworth's group, or if you're in Mr. Griffin's group, you want a bit of a challenge, we've got the medium and hot level. So on this one, you're going to read the sentences and circle the ly adverbs. And then we've got some missing gap sentences where it's an adverb for time. Okay, so you need to read those sentences carefully and then you get to write some sentences including these adverbs. So good luck, and remember, an adverb describes a verb.